Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Monday Motivation Sprints. So happy to have you here to start the week off strong. I already have some people saying hi in the comments. Gwynna the Winner, which is like the
I love
coolest
that
name ever.
username. Gwyn is super nice, but like that username always makes me smile extra
Kind
wide.
of love it. Regina's here. Hello. Beth
Hello.
is here. Hi. Um, Everyone, let us know what you're going to be working on tonight. And I'll have everyone introduce themselves and say what they're going to be working on tonight. So if you don't know me, I'm Holly. You can find me as WriteHollyDavis across the interwebs, mostly on Instagram and YouTube here. And I have a book coming out sometime in 2024.
Dumb stuff happened this morning.
Called a diamond.
Still this year.
Yeah, coming up. I'll change my thing. Sorry, guys. It's called A Diamond Bright and Broken. It's a YA epic fantasy, a tangled retelling with a female Flynn rider, a sapphic romance, mages, and disability rep. So if that sounds interesting to you, you can pre-order my book now and submit your receipt for awesome character art. And then I'm also the host of the Diversity is Lit Book Club, which Teresa is also a co-host of. This month we are reading What the River Knows by Isabel Ibanez. Yay! And then we actually just voted, and I just got it today in the mail for February. Our book is A Drop of Venom.
I've seen that cover around.
Yeah, so
I want to read it.
We are just reading, and then the book we read last month, We Are the Origin. So we're just on a green cover kick, but yeah, kind of awesome. So anyways, tonight I actually have some critique. My critique partner sent me a novella, and then my other critique partner sent me the first 2 chapters of her story. So I've got lots of critique partnering to do tonight. But that's what I'm gonna be hoping to focus on. So Zara, you want to go?
Sure. My name is Zara Hoffman. I'm the founder of Inimitable Books, which is publishing Holly and other authors. Stuff happened where the book is potentially not coming out in April anymore. It'll still be 2024. It's an ongoing discussion. But tonight I'm actually still formatting the book, which is probably for the best that it's not coming out like in 3 months.
Yes.
So yeah, well, just working on that. Also waiting on some exciting cover art from Keelan Rivers, who has done almost every cover for Inimitable Books. The only one she didn't do is the nonfiction one. So I'm just, impulsively and compulsively reloading my inbox like every 5 minutes.
Sounds awesome.
My turn.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Teresa Beasley. I'm a thriller author and host of A Reader's Book Corner, which is a podcast that supports indie books and the authors who write them. I'm also the co-host of the Indie Flicks podcast, where we discuss independent films from around the world. And tonight I'm going to be working actually on finishing reading a book that's going to be featured on the podcast. So I'm going to do that for the first sprint so I can get that done so I can write out my script for recording for tomorrow.
Super fun.
Awesome.
Cool. Yay. Rebecca's here. Hello. I think that's a new picture. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Let's see. Regina says hi to us all. So sweet. I'll be correcting the second short paranormal. Making good progress with that paranormal. Looking forward to getting a new iPhone and getting my iPad fixed. Oh, technology.
Oh, yeah.
Technology.
Yeah.
When it works, it's amazing, and when it doesn't, you're like, why did I even bother?
Mm-hmm. Just got back. I also have a lot of CPing to do tonight. Nice. Yay, CPing for the win. I haven't had anything to CP in a while, so it'll be fun. I always learn things from reading my like critique partners' works too, and everyone's got their different styles and stuff, so it's like a little like writing lesson as well. Rebecca says, I'll be reading over my writing from the last few days, making corrections and preparing to write the last quarter of the book. Oh, that's awesome.
Cool.
You're going to be flying through this draft. Well, you already are, so. Do you usually do that? Like edit your work before, like, is it the first draft and like, yeah, you edit it? Because I know some people are like, no, just get through, finish the first draft.
I used to edit in process, like not just every time, and then I never finished a manuscript that way. So I stopped doing that. However, my current work in progress, which who knows when I'll get back to it, I'm not that pressed for it. So like I'm okay with it being indefinite. Other people might not be. Like Regina, who wants to read the rest of the story. I had written maybe like a quarter of it, and then I realized something like fundamental had to change that like involved me not just like writing a new opening chapter, but like going through the entire what had been written and like changing references, making sure things made sense, and like maybe this scene no longer even works because the circumstances have changed and things like that. So I caught up to where I had written to with all the fixes, and then after that, I think I was like, I need a break, and then haven't gone back yet.
Well, sometimes you need that though, you know, like just that break.
Yeah.
Oh, Forest app grounded. Oh no.
I mean, you can download it on your phone, but if your phone's also acting up, I wouldn't like recommend adding that app, because while I love it, the last 2 updates, I believe, have like made it kind of laggy in like hitting the buttons of like picking the tree and then hitting plant. Once you're in the room, it's fine. And like once the planting session is over, not even like just with the group, but like even individually, it's been a little laggy. So I don't know if that would mess up your phone even more. So like,
okay, yeah, that wouldn't be good.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be here when you're ready.
You better be.
Beth is working on the first draft of book 2. Yay, sequels.
Yay.
Sequels. Yay for sequels.
Sequels are fun.
How many books are in your series? I don't usually edit as I go, but it's been so helpful with this draft. I think it helps keep the details fresh as I write. I love that too. Like every story, like every novel's different. Like in your like even your writing or editing like style for like the first book might be different for the sequel. Like you just keep changing or growing, or it's like, no, for this book I need to edit as I go, you know?
One detail that I'm awful at, no matter how many times I read and revise my books, plural, is like, what color did I give this character's eyes? I never remember. So I'm constantly like, Regina and my other 2 alpha readers, I'm like, can you check that in addition to like white room syndrome? Thanks.
Yes.
And one time one of them was like, you gave this character different eye color, like when you first introduced him. And I'm like, I'm sure I did. I did not remember that at all. And then I had to go back and fix it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm bad with like writing details that I didn't put in the outline. And so like I really need to do the like reverse outline thing. Like after I write the first draft, then write all of the details and like what I did actually write, because it might be different from the outline, and actually get all the details down. Yes, and I know me too. I'm very much especially need to be looked at for like white room syndrome, because I just am like a like a dialogue. Like I like
I think
writing
you did
dialogue,
really
and then
well.
oh, thank you.
No, I think you
Well,
did really
it's
well.
probably because all my my critique partners, beta readers are like, describe this or show this, and I'm like, huh? Oh yeah.
Okay,
What
that
are
could
they doing like during
that could
this?
be fair. I
Yes,
got
yes.
a
They caught it
manuscript.
all before it got to you.
I got a manuscript from someone, and it's a sequel. And their first book had gone through like beta readers, and so I'm reading it, and I'm like, the story is there, but like, where's the emotional journey of the characters? Like, we have the physical and we have the plot, but like, where's the in here part?
Right.
And so I messaged the author. I was like, I know you can do it, so like, you gotta do it. Just go through and like add a lot more neuroses and anxiety.
So the kitties are up for the kitty race timer, which is what we have during our sprints. We'll be doing 3 30-minute sprints. So you can vote for either the color or the number cat that you think is going to win this first sprint. I'm also going to say cat 6, like Zuko. Like
I was gonna go for Zuko. So we're either
Zuko,
all in or all out.
we're all let's be all in for you, Zuko, because yeah, I was like trying to get stuff ready and I felt like a scuzz, so I showered and Zuko was just following me everywhere and meowing. So I'm like, okay, the last like 25 minutes before the sprints, I'm just gonna lay down in bed, and he just laid on me. And then when I had to get up, I'm like, I'm sorry.
That's so cute.
So yeah, I'm like, Zook, you know, I gotta go with Zook today.
I'm going with 4.
Nice.
I like the little snow white cat.
Yeah, Snowball.
Snowball.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, I know. I don't know Lauren, but I know Meredith. That's so awesome. It sounds like you have some great CPs. Woo woo. My phone is a 6. I've had my phone for almost 5 years, and usually it needs, I'm gonna knock on wood, usually it like needs to be upgraded every 2 years, so it's actually lasting. And I'm like, I could use a new like camera, but it's okay. I don't want to spend money on a new phone right now. So
I've been having to do it like every 2 years. I had an 8. The 8 might have been 3 or 4 years actually. I think I got lucky there. But that, and then the 10, and then 2 years later got the 12, but it was after the 13 had already been announced, so it wasn't the most expensive phone at the time. And my mom is always like, should I get the new phone? And I was like, you don't care enough about the camera to justify it every year. And then she was this year like really considering it. I was like, at the very least, wait until the next phone is out so they'll drop. And then I think she was like, no, actually, you know what? I don't need to spend that money. I was like, no, you don't. Because my mom still has her 10. Oh, no.
Wow.
She did for a long time, and then it started freezing on her, like really, really badly. And like, no matter how many hard resets that we did, it wasn't good. So she did end up getting the 13, but it feels like such a recent development that I completely forgot it happened for a moment.
Oh, and Regina's getting the 15. Whoa. All right. Well, on that note, let's start this first sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. Snowball won.
The exact opposite of the color we picked.
Yup. That's okay. Someone won, so
I did. I had 4.
yay.
Cool.
Hey, Zuko was second place though, so
Yes. Yes.
You know what? I will take that.
yes, he tried.
So many of us picked. I'm like, that's not too bad.
Oh, 2 and 3 were neck and neck. Oh, I love how Gwynna was like Gwynna and Beth were like following right at the end. There's always the dark horse or light horse that comes in.
Well, the phrase is dark horse, but yes.
Yes. Oh, Rebecca says, just found a note to self. My main character introduced herself as Lady Eliza. Wait, do people have last names here?
Oh my
Guess
god.
who's spending time on baby name websites now? I love it. Future you or present you is laughing at what past you did. It's great. Oh.
My book here. Nope, the one book I don't have in easy reach is the one that I wanted to reference. My standalone dystopian novel.
Mhm.
Everyone has like a million names. I mean, but it's like everyone has a middle name, and I wanted no repeats. I wanted them either all to have a meaning or at least sound good in the full name.
Cool.
And it was just like I had a spreadsheet. I was like, here are the names of the main, here are the 3 names of the main characters. Here are the like full names of secondary characters.
Wow.
And then here's a name bank that I may or may not use.
That's intense. I've never seen like the characters with like middle names, so that's cool. I never even thought like to give my characters a middle name.
Well, so like lineage is super important, like in that world. So even though it doesn't actually come up, I felt like, oh, they'll do like the middle name after like an ancestor or something.
Yeah.
But it never comes up because you're only meeting the people of like the main generation and then like their parents, and they're not named right after their parents. Because I was like, I don't want that.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Rebecca says that's awesome.
It was something. I don't know if awesome is the adjective I use to describe it.
Let's see. Regina got 2,500 words corrected. That's awesome. That is awesome. Gwynna CP 2 pages. Yay. You are delightfully organized.
No. I'm glad I give off that impression. There are times where I'm like, I was organized, and then like I'll have one day where I'm tired to bullet journal, and I'm like, I have to retroactively bullet journal and bullet journal for today before today passes, and it's like I don't know. It happens when I'm sick or if I'm visiting family, because I always bring my bullet journal with me and my pens, being like, oh, I'll do this. I'll just do it in like 5 minutes, and then just never happens. So it's like
I did start to do my planner, and then I fell off of it, so I should make mine for tomorrow, actually.
I'm just reminding you.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. Beth's trying to make it through a hard conversation in the draft, gaslighting and manipulating. Ooh. Fun stuff.
It's fun and interesting, but I just saw someone I follow on social media under my pen name talking about like dealing with that in real life. I was like, oh, that's not.
That's not. IRL's no good.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can get through writing that. I ended up going through my critique partners, the first 2 chapters. They're like super short. I think both of them combined are like 4 pages, and she just highlighted what she had changed because I had read through it the first time and she wanted me to look over the changes. So, which I loved it, and I was literally like, okay, this is perfect now, no changes. So that was fun. She really did a good job with the feedback, and then I started the novella, or I don't know. It says 96 pages, so I don't know. I don't know. Is that a novella? I don't know.
In an ebook form?
It's not like double space, but it's like each paragraph there's a space. She has like a space between each paragraph on Google Docs. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I don't know.
But anyway, so I just started that. Yeah, how did you guys do?
I ate dinner and I did some formatting. Sorry. You
said you ate dinner?
I ate dinner and I did some formatting.
Nice.
I know I kind of ate before we started. I was like, let me get something in since I'm just coming right in from work and getting on here. So I was like grabbing something as I was coming in. But I got a chapter and a half into, I mean, I'm just kind of like in the middle of this book, but it's Double Mocha Blues. It's a mystery that I'm featuring on my podcast. So I'm like trying to get it read, and I'm just making my notes. So I've got some notes done, my intro and some notes done, and then I'm like right in the middle of this chapter. So
cool.
I'm getting there.
When is the podcast interview?
I'm interviewing her actually this Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But her interview won't go live until next month for like Black History Month.
Got it. Oh, that's nice. Yay.
I'm featuring all Black authors for February.
Cool. Yeah, there's a Black author tuber readathon that I saw some author tubers posting, which looked really cool. So,
hey.
Yeah.
Today, Sam Tronfeld, who's one of the Inimitable authors, she's been helping out with social media recently lately. So she was like, so for Black History Month, you want to promote like Black authors? I was like, yes. And I was like, and I named some, and then she filled in the rest. But then she had made a post for like Lunar New Year. And I was like, okay, well, I'd like to like promote some Asian authors, you know, even though like it's not ASCI month. So I just like copied what she did and like changed the background.
Oh, cool. I got to see that. Nice. Yeah. I've been enjoying the posts.
I love what she does, and I'm just like, I don't have to worry about it right now, and I have something else. Like, she runs everything by me, so it's not like I'll wake up one day and be like, I did not approve this, but it's nice.
What is this? Oh, the sequel to Down the Low Well. Okay, sorry. I went on so I could look at.
Oh, you could look at, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, Down the Well. It's been fun to see some of the sequels getting bought. That's fun. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. Okay, let me share our second sprint. Zuko, I'm gonna root for you, so I'm saying number 2.
Okay. I'm gonna go with number 6 this time.
I'm gonna go with number 1.
Nice. Okay. Oh, every time I see Zara announce a new acquisition, I get so excited. Oh, yay.
Thank you.
All right, let us
After
know.
the first round, after the first
Oh
round,
no, you're fine.
once things were getting put into Publishers Marketplace, I was like, I don't know, authors, you want to like throw something in Canva and like have a fun background, and so they would do that. And Inimitable as a collaborator. So actually, the designs are by the authors. I'm just the one who like sends the thing officially from Publishers Marketplace.
Oh, cool.
It costs
Cool.
money to have access to that site.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like, I feel like that's weird. Like,
It
that they
is.
make you pay. Like, really?
They assume that everyone who works in publishing has a salary, which is laughable. But like, I think they're probably like, oh, the authors only need query tracker. I always forget. One of them is for the agent side, which is what I used at internships, and then the other one is the author side, and I can never remember query tracker and query manager.
Yes. Yeah.
I
always get them mixed up too.
I don't know.
Okay. All right, we're going to start the second sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. All right, that was the end of the second sprint. And Ginger won. Did anyone vote for Ginger?
I don't see it in the
Nope.
comments.
Eluded this time.
Who is next? Close number 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had 6.
You had 6. Oh,
Yeah.
Just winning. Just
see,
winning.
you won
I
again.
am on a row.
You are.
I am on a row tonight.
Nice. I'm gonna be looking at you for that final
I
sprint.
know. I got first and second this time. Okay.
How did you guys do during that sprint?
I did pretty good. I got more reading done. This last sprint, I'm filling all my script notes.
Nice.
And then I also sent Regina, if you're still with us, I sent you a message on Instagram.
Oh.
About having her on the podcast.
She'd be great.
Oh, that's awesome.
I had her on Rightish.
Oh, did you?
Fun. Yeah, it feels like forever.
And where's Rightish?
I think it's everywhere. I know it's on Spotify and I know it's on Apple Podcast.
Is it your podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go find that.
Write-ish, or if you want like a pretty website, it's the writishpodcast.wixsite.com/listen.
Oh, okay.
And on April 5th, 2022, the episode with Regina Duke went live. We're doing a series called Genre Gossip, and we chose romance as the first one. So we asked different romance authors to come on.
Oh, cool.
I remember that.
I listen on Spotify, so I'm gonna have to look for it.
I don't remember how many episodes we have out, but there are more than I think about, and then it's not until I look at the list. I'm like, oh wow, Kelly and I did a lot.
There's a lot, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I missed the podcast. I know you're busy. But
There are times where I think to suggest to Kelly, I'm like, what if we just live streamed it and didn't edit it? And by we don't edit it, I mean I don't edit it, which would take 3 times as long as what the final product is, which is around the ratio that we're told to expect an audiobook narrator to take, recording versus editing. But it was just, she's so busy as well, where it's I don't know, that's worth it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's fair.
And we'd suddenly have a lot more ums in it, and I'm like, I don't want to jar everyone with that, because I would edit all those out.
Oh, I hated editing out my ums and awkward things with YouTube, and that's why I'm like, oh, I'm just doing live streams mostly, and it's so nice because I just didn't like editing because it took so long and I didn't make mine all pretty and stuff. Let's see.
That's why I'm glad my husband edits mine, so I don't have to do it.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Rebecca said, I'm about halfway through the reading. I want to get done tonight. My character's inner monologue is snarky and I love it. Oh, we all love a snarky character.
Yeah.
Snark is so good.
Yes. I love writing snark because I'm not snarky. So when I write my characters that are snarky, I'm like, oh, this is fun. I always have the most fun with my comic relief characters. Oh, March is great.
Yay!
Yay! Oh, it's exciting.
I'll have to get your email, Regina.
I'll have to look for that to drop. Do you have T, do you have a newsletter like or something that like when the podcast episode comes out you could
I probably should. But I do seriously need to start a newsletter. I am so behind the times right now. I really need to start a newsletter so that I can add it in the newsletter. But I haven't started it yet. I need to though.
Because yeah, as long as I just like, oh, I want to listen to it, but then I like don't.
I always I post. They go live on Wednesday, every Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I try to release it every Wednesday at 7.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Because I get up so early and I get to work at like 6:30. So I like, okay, don't forget it's 7:00. Gotta click the button. So I just do it. It just makes it easier.
I would schedule them in advance.
I do, but you know, sometimes when I schedule it, I'll wait and it doesn't like go, and then I'm just impatient. So
yeah,
I just hit the button. And I do have a blog. It's arbookcorner.wordpress.com that all the episodes are on there too.
Oh, cool.
Along with book reviews and different things. So right now I'm kind of using that until I actually design another website.
Cool.
But
Kelly
for this quarter, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
But like for this quarter, since I'm doing the HB90, I'm just concentrating on doing the one book and updating my blurps and stuff on my previous books.
Oh, nice.
So I'm just kind of sticking to that. And I think next quarter I'm like on focus on newsletter for the next quarter.
Nice. Well, I signed up, on the WordPress. It let me let me follow via email, and then I get notified when there's a new post. So
Yeah.
I think that will let me know.
Yeah.
Cool. Because I looked, I'm already following it on Spotify, but then it doesn't notify me, you know?
I think you have to turn on notifications.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe
in your
that's
preference.
okay.
Yeah.
Ugh. Stupid notifications. Well, I confirmed my subscription, so.
Thank you.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. Oh, I had to turn this on. Email me about new posts. Okay. All right. I had to figure this out. I think I'll get it all good now. So, because I was like, wait, I thought I was like following it before, but okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide if I want to pay for a whole like new website and do all that.
Yeah, I need to.
I mean, there are some like website builders that their free version is pretty good at this.
Yeah.
Point, so.
Yeah. And I've had my WordPress one for so long that it works pretty well.
Nice.
And
I need to update my WordPress website. I haven't updated my personal author website in so long.
Oh,
see, I need to do that too.
Yeah, I've only been doing the publisher one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, I've been looking for like a designer so I can like redesign my covers for my previous 3 books.
Oh, nice.
And so I was like, I don't want to update anything on my website until I like get all that done. And then, because the paranormal thriller I'm working on, I want a specific designer. I want a specific person to do it because of who the main character is. So
got it.
So I'm like looking for like an illustrator and like a really good paranormal cover designer.
Cool. You got a lot of things on your plate.
Yes. So I just made a list and I was like, okay, I'm gonna knock at least 2 or 3 each quarter.
Oh, did you share that first part is all one word? Wait, did you share something in here that it didn't go through? I don't know. Or maybe it was via Messenger or the Instagram messages, because I don't see anything.
So,
Oh, did it go through?
I don't know what she's referring to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think she has a wrench on your channel, so if she tried to share a link or something.
Yeah, but I'm looking, like, I don't see one that wasn't like that's like hidden or anything. So
That first part is all one word.
Clarify for us, Regina.
We're all confused.
We're confused.
Oh, I'm gonna type it with spaces between the letter. Okay. Oh, Janine's here. Hello. I still have to finish.
Hi, Janine.
I keep getting held up. Oh, chapter summaries. Those that's so good when you're like editing. It's a good technique. I think the ability to schedule posts is one of the best technological developments ever. Yes. Well, and like I try to like pre-do like reels and stuff on Instagram, but sometimes it messes it up or it like disappears. So I just don't trust anything anymore. So I just do it in the moment now. Says I've never been consistent with my newsletters. Really bad this year because of the accident. Yeah, you had a reason.
Yeah.
At least I'm writing again. Yes, I'm thinking about newsletters tomorrow, said Scarlett O'Hara. I'm going to try to be better about my newsletters. I only came out with them like quarterly last year, and I want to, well, I did come out with some more like because of A Diamond Bright and Broken, but I want to try to come out with like monthly ones so people don't see me once a quarter and is like, who is this? Okay, I'm still looking for the text. Okay. Or for the post, but gosh, I can't talk. my brain is like, oh my God. Comment. All right, that means it's late and my brain is unbraining. So there are 30 cats. No, it didn't come through. So weird.
Yeah, it still didn't come through. I keep waiting for it to pop up.
It's like auto like.
Regina, do you want to text me and then I can see if I can paste it because I have a wrench on Holly's channel? Maybe.
Yeah, because that's weird. It's like literally nothing's coming up. What's this moderation activity? Moderation activity will be shown. Yeah, nothing. What the heck?
Okay, she said she's texting me, so hopefully we get an answer to our burning curiosity.
We're trying.
When it comes through, I'll pop it in.
Cool.
But yeah.
All right. So 30 cats. You can either choose a color or a number. Zuko, we're going to the end. I think you're 24.
I think the purple one in the back is 25. So it's either 25 or 26.
Yeah. Yes, the final race is the best.
Regina was just trying to send her email. I could have done that.
Oh,
Teresa, I can give you her email. I have her email.
Okay.
It's the .com that blocks it if you don't.
Blocks it.
Okay.
Yeah. That way I can send her available dates.
Yeah. Okay. I was going to say though, when you were like, "Oh, can I have your email?" I was going to volunteer it like 'cause I had it, and then I just did it, and now it came around anyways. I will send this to you.
Alrighty. I think I'm just gonna randomly pick a number and just say number 10.
Nice. And then as they run, you'll get to see what color that is.
Yeah. So you take off.
There'll be a surprise.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll start this final sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. All right. That was the end of the final sprint. Number 13. Let's see. No votes. So let's go to the next. Let's see. Which cat is the closest? Is it Zuko? Is Zuko the closest?
I would say it's 12. Did anybody have 12?
Oh, Zara, are you muted?
Sorry, I was muted. The next is 12, but then the one after that's 21, and I don't see people voting for that. And then 26 is after 21, which is then followed by 23. So I think you won.
Yeah.
Yay!
Sorry, I
Zuko!
totally forgot I was muted. I've been so good at it. And then with these headphones, I've been so good. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oops.
No, you're fine.
I was like, am I going crazy?
Oh, we're just ignoring you.
Fine.
Oh. Yeah, I listened to the Legends and Lattes episode or podcast episode of yours, Teresa, because I was curious about it. So I know I have it on my TBR, but I was curious to hear your thoughts. So yeah, I was like, fine. I'm like, ooh, look at all these good episodes. So and then I've been wanting to. I haven't posted a reel, an Instagram reel in a while, so I was recording some stuff for a reel. Hopefully I can post tomorrow or something.
Cool.
But yeah.
I have the second book to that too, Holly.
Oh, you did? Oh, is it out already?
Yeah.
Oh, Bookshops and Bone Dust.
Yeah.
Nice.
I haven't read it yet, but I have it.
Cool. When did that come out?
Wasn't it this year? I think it was this year. No, not this year, but last year.
Yeah, like 2023.
Yeah, it came out in 2023.
Okay. Oh yeah, November. Cool.
Yeah.
I think I remember that because Kate Kavanaugh had a vlog where she was like, "Oh, I'm going to the event," and so that's the only reason why I knew which year it was.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Oh, it's a prequel. Cool.
I did more formatting.
Nice.
Cool. I went and made a cup of tea, and I finished my podcast notes up to where I am in the story.
Nice. Tea sounds good. Something warm.
I'm like freezing. My office is so cold.
Oh.
I've had the heat on in my apartment all day. I mean, it'll turn off when it reaches a certain temperature that I set, but we've reached the point like this past week where I was like, I can no longer just rely on like layers and layers.
Mm-hmm.
I need the heat on.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what we did last week, and it's in the 30s now, so it's better. But
yes, it was freezing here. I was like, oh my god, this office is cold.
Yeah. Oh, look at Zuko grooming himself behind me.
I see that.
He's like, yeah, I won by default. What you gonna do?
He's so cute.
Oh,
or handsome, whatever term he prefers.
Yes, no, he's super cute. He'll appreciate that adjective. So Beth, I love these sprints with you. We love these sprints with you too.
Yay!
Go about getting beta reader. It works and will not ghost on me. That is horrible.
Aww.
I had friends of friends who read fantasy. I was going to try my writers group, but kind of nervous that my manuscript is poo. Oh.
Oh.
Sounds like a great place to go if those people like read fantasy. And like, you know, knowing that, I think it's helpful to know that like not everyone is going to be a good fit, but you have to kind of go through and have a couple beta readers to find like who's going to be a good like beta reader / critique partner for you. But yeah, I think finding people who it's like if they're part of your writers group, they kind of can't ghost you. They can either say like, "Hey, I don't have time," or "It's not my thing," or whatever, but they at least won't ghost you in that sense. So
Well, Beth, is your fantasy, is it urban fantasy, epic fantasy? What type of fantasy is it?
that's a good question. And also, we're all critical of ourselves in our own writing, and like self-conscious. Well, a lot of people are, I guess, self-conscious of it because that's like me. But knowing that they're there to help you make it better kind of gives you a little more courage. And I think like swapping too, if it's like, hey, I'll give you my manuscript, you give me yours, so then like you can critique theirs and not just feel like, okay, they're going to come at me with just all of this feedback. And making sure to let them know what you're looking for, because I always tell people, because I have a critique partner that's a little bit tougher than the others, and they can be a little bit harsher with their words. But it's actually very helpful. But I had to tell her like, hey, make sure to let me know what you do like, compliment sandwiches.
Right.
So, you'll have kind of a spectrum. You want kind of a spectrum of beta readers, because some people are going to be a little harsher than others, and other people are going to be more like fangirly and squealing, and like their comments are going to be like, OMG, like I ship these characters, and the other person's going to be like, this character needs more, like character build, work on it. And so anyways, yeah, hopefully that helps. Oh, epic fantasy.
Epic fantasy. Oh, okay. Yeah. Because I mean, I've beta read for several authors, and a lot of them just give you like a questionnaire, like the form to fill out, Beth. You ask specific questions, and you can kind of wean out the people that are really not, going to be beneficial to you as a beta reader. So kind of give specific questions.
Yes.
And I like epic fantasy, so.
Yeah, specific questions is good. Like this, we all come through the same stages as writers, including the fear that our writing is poo. It will get better no matter what stage you're at. I'm still improving at 74. Aww, sad. So sweet. Oh no, Janine. Yeah, we didn't miss yours. I was just trying to keep on the same track of the beta reader stuff. Revision tips / content edits. I've got a developmental edits checklist on my members page if you want to check it out. It's pretty comprehensive. So yeah, it kind of goes over like every, all the things that you should look at when you're doing developmental edits. So yeah, hopefully that'll help. And it's kind of like you can get in your own head about it, but if you don't start it or work on it, you're always going to kind of, and it's what I do is I make mountains out of molehills. So, but once I start going into it, then I'm like, oh, this isn't bad. And knowing that like, you got to, throw sand in the, before you can build sand castles. And so when you're doing your revisions, you have to realize that like you have to sift through all the mess and build the sandcastle. So, yeah, hopefully that helps. Rebecca read about 107 pages. That's awesome. Skimming, making notes. Yay. named a couple characters. It's all coming together.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's all part of. I mean, Rebecca's drafting right now, but even kind of going through and editing it, it's like, hey, look, I'm making notes. I'm naming characters that I didn't name before.
Making notes is super helpful on a read through, but then when you actually start making the edits, I always think going through like for one problem at a time is helpful. So it's like, go through for plot, go through for character development, maybe like break it down by character. And then like go through for a description, like is there too much or too little and things like that. Because if you're like going through chapter by chapter and you're like, I need to fix every problem that exists at once, it's overwhelming.
That's what I try to do.
Yes, it does get overwhelming.
Well, I think it's hard for me, like even breaking it down, because I really like getting to cross things off the list, whether it's like this chapter is done, this page, I have this many pages done. But if I'm doing like all of the plot, then I'm working on this character's arc, then I'm working on this other character, then I'm working on world building. It's all kind of like this ephemeral progress that I can't kind of say these pages or these chapters are done. But and even though I could be like, I finished like reworking this character's arc, it's still hard for me. So yeah, everyone has their challenges. That's mine, but it does still help to kind of go through it. Oh, I missed this. Try offering a chapter. Oh, nice. Try offering a chapter to your writing group. Tell them what you'd like feedback on. Are my sentences garbled? Does my dialogue work? Yes.
Yeah, good.
Because that's like what my critique partner said. She's like, so I like highlighted it to look at for this novella. Keep an eye out for typos, past tense where it shouldn't be, because she was rewriting something that was past tense, but this story's present tense. So I'm like, okay, now I know to look out for that. And like, I'm looking for impressions on the world. What do you think will happen? Does it drag? Are the characters fleshed out? Blah, blah, blah. So she gave me specific points to look at for while I'm beta reading.
My alpha readers have done 4 books of mine, so I now like don't need to like ask the questions as directly, where I can just be like, what needs work, and then as always like descriptions. But like they know the what needs work includes like something is missing because like you forgot to say either choreography that like got someone from point A to point B, or white room syndrome, or did you mean to write this sentence? It like starts one way and then ends another way, and like did you accidentally delete like the end half of one and the start half of the other, or like did you just whatever? And they'll point out basically everything, but then I go through by topic, or I go through by reader and then go through by topic, because I use story origin. So even though they're all commenting in the same thing, they don't see each other's comments, and then I can filter by who commented.
Oh, that's nice.
See, that's good.
Cool. Nice. Oh, good. Already downloaded it. We'll use it to help out. Yay. Oh my gosh, I started watching The Floor. I'm obsessed. Please watch this show. I'm watching it on Hulu, so I have to watch the next thing. But there's 100 squares on the floor, and there's one person in each square, and they have a topic that they consider themselves an expert in: plants, fashion moguls, medical devices, books, all sorts of topics. And the randomizer like chooses someone, and then they have to like battle against someone in like one of the squares that's touching theirs, and if they win, then they take over their square. And like at the end, you want to get all of the squares, so there's just going to be one person left. Hopefully I said that in a way that you guys understand. And there's like a prize money at the end, and there's like some prize money every episode. It's so good. It's so, because you can play along too. But yes, a non-guilty pleasure, because it's something to not be guilty about. How many rounds of revisions do you go through before bringing someone else into the process? It depends. I go through like a second draft and then give that draft to my critique partners / beta readers. Some people do another round and give like the third draft. So it just depends like how rough of a draft do you want to give them or how soon you feel like you need feedback. But what do you guys usually do?
I now do one draft and yeet it at Regina and my 2 other alpha readers because they also serve as like critique partners.
I forgot. Heather is my alpha reader. She always reads my first draft.
Yeah, but before I found Regina and the other 2 lovely alpha readers who I've had for my past 4 books, I would edit maybe once or twice on my own and then send it to beta readers and then would edit again and then in some cases get a second round of beta readers. But you know, now I'm like more confident in my own story writing where I'm like, is it perfect? No, but they'll like point out what isn't, and like I'd rather get feedback sooner rather than like start tinkering with something that isn't working.
Yes. That makes sense. Give me that first draft, baby. What do you do, T?
I kind of do like 3 rounds myself, and then I'll ask somebody else to read it because I don't have like a alpha reader or like a critique partner right now. So, well, I guess Vanessa, I've asked Vanessa to read stuff, so I guess she would be an alpha reader.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So I'll ask her to kind of, because I know she'll be like really honest with me and tell me what's good and what's bad, which is what you're looking for. Not somebody to sugarcoat it, but I'll do at least 3 or so editings on my, trying to catch the plot holes and all those different things before I'll ask her to read it.
Nice.
And then I'll get her feedback, and then I have like a couple of nurses that beta read for me as well.
Oh really? Oh cool.
Yeah, some of the ladies I work with, they'll beta read it as a reader for me. So
nice.
And then I'll just go through their feedback.
Nice. Yeah, it's fun to see how everyone's different. Like Regina does 3 to 5 passes before it goes to her editor. That's good. Oh, your editor sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Did you leave out a paragraph here?
Regina's pitch idea, how about human checkers played for blood and money? I think you just described Squid Game. But with checkers.
So true. I don't think there's a percent. Is there a percent of dialogue? Because I know like I just finished The Night Circus and I was like, that is a chunky description. That is way more description than I'm used to reading in like most of the YA books I read. So
I wouldn't call it a percentage. I also think it depends on the genre. Like I expect way more dialogue in romance than I do in high fantasy. But that also doesn't mean that there's no talking in high fantasy, because someone's always lying to someone else in a high fantasy. So like that,
multiple lines.
Yeah.
Multiple.
Like it's not all just lies of omission. Some words have to be exchanged.
Right.
Even if the mentor is like, I have something to tell you, and then dies before they can, they've obviously talked to the person before that so they can be seen as the mentor. So it's like words have to be exchanged, and I think it's like you don't want it to be like exposition dumpy, but I would say that's for every genre. So like I think it depends on how much you break it up / how quick the back and forth is. Like in romance, I expect it to be pretty quick and not like paragraphs of dialogue, whereas in fantasy, I'm like, if it's broken up enough, I'm okay with like a paragraph. of dialogue, as long as it's not like the whole page. And then I'm like, okay, this needs to like break it up, rearrange it. We got to condense it. I don't care. It can't stay the way it is.
That's so true. I love that. Oh, that's fun. And I didn't think about what my like expertise would be. Sports venues, that's cool. I did okay with the medical devices one, and there was like a celebrity one that I was like, people would be like jaws dropping, like, why don't you know this? Because I'm like, I'm like, oh, I know that person, but I can't think of their name. If you can't find a CP for any reason, does that mean you're stuck in the revision process without outside feedback? There's always someone. There's even like a Facebook group. I think it's called like Beta Readers and Critique Partners. That like, I mean, if you and if no one picks that up, if no one can find it, then you could always hire an editor and get that outside feedback.
There are some people who offer beta reading as a service, and normally it's slightly cheaper than if they were full on editing your book. But I think there's also, I don't know if it's still if it's still functioning, but there was Critique Circle for a while. CritiqueCircle.com.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, so that's a free sign up page, a free sign up website, and they have forums, and you first have to critique some other people's stories before you can get your own critiqued. But then it was a good system. I found a critique partner off there forever ago, I think like 2009, but then that writer kind of just stopped writing, so then I stopped using that site. No, also, you can put out like a call on social media, especially Twitter or now Threads, and be like, hey, anyone want to beta read my story? Like, people will probably comment.
Nice. I just bookmarked that. Ooh, cool. Because there may be sometimes your critique partner, beta reader, like that usually works with you. It's like maybe they're not available, they're busy, or they have something else going on. So it's good to have a lot, because then it's like, oh, maybe I'm going to have these 3 people read, the second draft, and then I'm going to revise that and then send it to, 2 or 3 other people. Yay. Yes, we're having a good discussion. Somebody just sent me this huge resource for beta readers, critique partners, and editors. Oh,
well, now nice. I want to know what it is.
I know.
Yeah, like, what is that?
Like, on Writish, we did an episode about the differences between those 3 different titles. Not editors. Alpha readers, beta readers, and critique partners. And we were like, here's kind of where we draw the lines. But it's all kind of like, here's the type of... You're getting feedback, and then we just judged it on how messy is this draft that you're handing over.
That's very true. Well, okay, we've had really good discussions. Hopefully you guys were productive and learned some things. I hope you had a good start to the week with this. Our last full week of January, but we will be here same time, same place next week. Oh wait, I want to know about the resource.
Yeah, I want the resource too.
I just realized, wait, I can't
until we know.
Outro it yet.
Rebecca.
Oh. So, struggling to get people to read past chapter 3. Feels like I'm stuck. Oh.
Have they given you feedback on the first 3 chapters so that you can maybe rework it to like propel them into the rest of the book?
Yeah. Waiting for them might be a year plus. Whoa.
Whoa.
I'd check out that critique circle. For sure. Because that's way too long.
That's a long
Like,
wait.
if someone's up, it's like, okay. I'd be busy for like a couple months, but a whole year? Really?
Yeah, a couple months is fine. And then I had someone who like just messaged me and was like, I can't even promise that. And I was like, totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
Right. For the year, that's a little long.
Yeah.
At that point, I'd be like, are you okay? Like,
yeah, seriously.
Right. Like,
I don't know if the link will send. Otherwise, I still have Holly's email and can pass it on.
Oh, yes, email me. Yes, email me. I'll pass it on.
Or you can comment it on your own video after.
Right. Yes.
yeah.
I'll do that too.
Give us the goods.
I will. Thank you, Rebecca. Oh. All right. Well, I'll let you guys go for the evening. Have a wonderful night, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.